Now I want to tell you how to find the inverse of a function. To find the inverse of a function, I just want to tell you what are the conditions. Condition number 1, the function whose inverse is required should be 1, 1. Fx should be 1, 1. Another name of 1, 1 is injection. And second condition, the function should be onto. Function should be onto, it means that it should be, you can say, surjection. So ultimately, if a function is both 1, 1 and onto, or we can say function is injection and surjection. If a function is both, we call it bijection. So inverse of only those functions can be calculated which are 1, 1 and onto. I am taking an example. If a function fx is given 4x plus 3, fx is equals to 4x plus 3, find its inverse. Before we find its inverse, we should prove it is 1, 1. To prove 1, 1, fx1 is equals to 4x1 plus 3, fx2 is equals to 4x2 plus 3. We will take fx1 is equals to fx2, 4x1 plus 3 is equals to 4x2 plus 3, which implies 3 cancelled, 4x1 is equals to 4x2, or we can say x1 is equals to x2. So we will say yes, this function is 1, 1, or you can say this function is injection. Now how we can say the function is onto? We will take fx as y is equals to 4x plus 3 for onto. Technical language, that codomain and range are equal. 3 when transferred from RHS to LHS, we will get y minus 3 is equals to 4x. Or you can say answer of x is y minus 3 upon 4. This value of x, when put in place of x in fx, we will get 4 into y minus 3 upon 4 plus 3. So we can say fx is equals to y. If fx equals to y is obtained, we say function is onto, or we say function is surjection. So function become both, this become 1, 1 as well as this become onto. So the inverse of this function is very much possible. After proving a function is 1, 1 and onto, how we prove it is, how we find the inverse. Y is equals to 4x plus 3, x is equals to y minus 3 upon 4. So we can say inverse of x is equals to, in place of y, write down x in the right hand side. So this is the inverse of this given function. So ultimately, function of which you want to calculate the inverse, you must prove it is 1, 1, you must prove it is onto, and after proving 1, 1 and onto, you calculate x in terms of y and replace left hand side by f inverse x, and in right hand side every y will be replaced by x. That will give us the inverse of a function.